What if 9 people didn't just die, but were erased from our reality? Welcome to DarkLines, where the truth hides in the coldest shadows. In 1959, a group of hikers ventured into Russia's Ural Mountains. They were young, skilled, and never seen alive again. Their bodies were found frozen, mutilated, with traces of radiation. A tent torn from the inside, a missing tongue, eyes gone. This is the Dyatlov Pass Incident. A mystery that defies explanation, or does it? January 1959. 9 Soviet hikers, led by 23-year-old Igor Dyatlov, set out into the Ural Mountains. They were students, athletes, trained to survive Russia's brutal winters. Their goal was simple: reach Otorten Peak, a remote summit in the frozen wilderness. They carried cameras, wrote diaries, even sang songs as they trudged through the snow. Photos show them smiling, unaware of the horror waiting ahead. But the Ural Mountains were no ordinary place. The local Mansi people called the area Kolatsyakal, the Mountain of the Dead. For centuries, they whispered of strange lights in the sky, voices in the wind, and a presence that hunted in the snow. On February 1st, the group pitched their tent on a gentle slope. They ate dinner, settled in for the night, but something was watching. That night, something happened on Dyatlov Pass, something so terrifying, it drove 9 skilled hikers to flee their tent. Into a deadly blizzard, they didn't grab their boots, coats, or gear. They ran, half-dressed, into -30-degree cold. When rescuers arrived weeks later, they found the tent slashed open from the inside. The cuts were frantic, desperate, as if something was trying to get in. Or out. Barefoot tracks led into the snow, then faded into nothing. The group had scattered, running in different directions, as if fleeing a nightmare. What could drive rational people to choose certain death over staying in their tent? Let's piece together the clues. 2 weeks later, rescuers found the first bodies under a cedar tree. 2 hikers, barefoot, in their underwear, frozen beside a failed fire. Their hands were burned, as if they'd clawed at the flames in desperation. Igor Dyatlov's body was next, face down in the snow, clutching a branch, as if crawling back to the tent. Weeks later, 4 more were found in a ravine, buried under 13 feet of snow. Their injuries were impossible: crushed skulls, shattered ribs like they'd been hit by a truck. One woman, Lyudmila Dubinina, was missing her tongue and both eyes. Stranger still, their clothes carried traces of radiation, no footprints of outsiders. No signs of a struggle, just an eerie silence. The hikers' cameras held one last clue: photos of glowing orbs in the sky, taken hours before they died. The Soviet investigation called it an unknown compelling force, but what was it? Let's start with the simplest theory: an avalanche. The slope was steep, and a sudden snowslide could explain the panic, but no avalanche tracks were found. The tent stood intact, the injuries didn't match. Some point to a secret military test. The Ural Mountains were a Soviet testing ground for weapons during the Cold War. Declassified files mention orange lights in the sky that night, seen by other hikers miles away. Could the group have stumbled into a radiation experiment? Others believe in extraterrestrial contact. Those glowing orbs in the photos, were they UFOs? Locals reported similar lights for decades, calling them fireballs of the dead. Then there's the Mansi legend of a creature called the Man, a Yeti-like guardian of the mountains. Could it have hunted the hikers? What do you think so far? Drop your theory in the comments. The Dyatlov case wasn't just a tragedy, it was buried. Soviet authorities told families to stop asking questions. Files were sealed for decades, hidden from the world. In the 1990s, declassified documents revealed the military was active in the Urals that night. Some soldiers claimed they saw test objects in the sky, but were ordered to stay silent. In 2019, Russia reopened the case, blaming an avalanche, but refused to release key files. Why hide the truth? A 2008 blog post by a Russian hiker, known only as Uralghost, claimed they found a metal fragment near the pass. It was etched with strange symbols, unlike anything human. Days later, their site went offline. No one knows what happened to them. Even today, hikers avoid Dyatlov Pass. Locals report lights in the sky, compasses spinning wildly, and a feeling of being watched. But what if the truth is stranger than any theory? Modern science explores infrasound low-frequency waves that cause panic, hallucinations, even heart failure. The Ural Mountains could have created such an effect, driving the hikers mad. But infrasound doesn't explain the radiation, or the missing eyes, or the orbs in the sky. Some physicists talk about thin places spots where our reality overlaps with another dimension. Could Dyatlov Pass be a gateway, where something crossed over? In 2024, a Reddit user, Passwatcher, posted coordinates near the pass. They claim to have found a cave with unnatural carvings. Symbols that glowed in the dark. Their last post read, "It's not safe here." Then, their account went silent. What if the hikers didn't die, but stepped somewhere we can't follow? The Dyatlov Pass Incident remains one of history's darkest mysteries. 9 lives, lost to a force no one can name. Was it nature's cruelty, a Soviet secret, or a door to another reality? The Ural Mountains guard their secrets, but they're always watching. If you ever hike those snowy peaks, listen to the wind. It might carry a warning, or a call, like this story. Subscribe to DarkLines for more tales that blur reality and nightmare. What do you think killed the Dyatlov hikers? Drop your theories in the comments. And if you see lights in the snow, don't follow them.